Terrible news, man. Terrible news. What we thought was just a severe ankle sprain turned into a season-ending injury, man, for Steven Adams, and that really sucks for him. It sucks for the Rockets. It sucks for everybody involved. Sucks for fans. Sucks for I think his name was Funaki on Twitter, who'll be running that Steven Adams account. Sucks for everybody, man. Nobody want to see, one of the players on their team go down. Nobody likes to see anybody go down, really. No matter how much you like or hate a guy, man, you really don't want to see a guy go down. These dudes put a lot into their craft, man. The preparation, they sacrifice a lot. So when you see somebody go down for the season, it's never a pleasant experience, man. It's not pleasant for anybody involved, like I said, man. But best wishes to Steven Adams, man. Prayers up. You know what I'm saying? I hope he rehab well. However, like I always say, man, with every hardship comes an opportunity. This can be an opportunity for somebody else on the roster. Could be an opportunity for someone who's not on the roster. Could be an opportunity for Rafael Stone. Could be an opportunity for Ime Udoka. And I know somebody's probably thinking like, hey, look, somebody getting hurt sucks, man. There's no opportunity in that at all. I disagree, man. Playing time opens up. Creativity opens up, especially if you're somebody like Steven Adams, because Steven Adams, as much as we liked him, he was being used as a crutch. He was really being used as a crutch on his coaching staff and in the rotation. Like there was too many adjustments where you just throw in Steven Adams to get offensive rebounds when you can't get a bucket. That's not going to work every night. That's not sustainable. It's not a sustainable thing at all. So there's that. Opportunity for, somebody who might not be on the roster right now, which would also include Rafael Stone. He could sign somebody off the scrap heap after the All-Star game or after the trade deadline, or he could trade for somebody right now using the Steven Adams contract, which obviously would suck. What's good, Astro Collectible? Astro Collectible says it feels like we're not going to make any moves. I don't know, man. It may feel like that, but things can change because situations change. Just like I was about to say, I mean, trade deadline come around, a team may decide, man, you know what? Give me some expiring contracts and maybe a draft pick. Let me get off of some of the guys that I have now. We're not going nowhere, no way. Let me get something for what I got right now and, start thinking about my future. Another GM is probably looking at the Rocket situation right now like, something that they can, sink their teeth in right now. You know what I'm saying? There's the Kobe White rumors. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the deal. I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just saying it's out there. That's all we know. So there's that. There's Ime Udoka running more of a standard NBA defense rather than that lazy zone that be giving up a whole bunch of threes. Leaning on that double big lineup that hasn't been as effective this season as it was a season ago when the NBA wasn't ready for that. By the way, as of right now, that double big lineup with Steven Adams and Alperen Sengun was only like a plus 6.1 or 6.7, something like that. I think a season before, I think it was like a plus 12 or something crazy. So it ain't like the double big lineup with Steven Adams was like, really killing it and really putting work to teams. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like that. You know what I'm saying? We lost our competitive advantage because, number one, we did it too much and we started to use it as part of a regular rotation instead of just using it as a tool. So now Ime Udoka has to get more creative with the rotations. He has to play more of a standard NBA defense, and he has to put more lineups out there that, complement each other more in a better way. He can't just lean on always going big all the time. Like, you got to switch it up and go small. Like, getting rid of Steven Adams, one of the things that we're going to end up doing is we're going to start to diversify how we play. Because when you get, there's too much redundancy on the roster as it is. And that's why you're starting to see like Clint Capella play a little bit more, and he's playing well in the lineups with Clint Capella actually looking pretty decent because he's the antithesis of Alperen Sengun. He gonna catch lobs, he gonna pick hard, he gonna roll hard to the rim, and he blocks shots on the other end. Steven Adams, for as good as he was more about rebounding and physicality. Clint Capella can rebound too. And he can set screens. He's not as good as a screen setter or rebounder as Adams, but he's not a slouch. But he adds a dimension to the offense that Steven Adams didn't. Steven Adams wasn't much rolling to the basket. Like, if Steven Adams was setting the pick, yeah, he's setting the pick, but he wasn't doing much else after that, which allows the defense to kind of make up their mind and, hustle hard to the person with the ball who the screen was set for. And yeah, a lot of times the person would have a pretty much a gaping hole to the rim or to the lane. But eventually teams adjust to that. Eventually teams adjust to that, man. Like, you can't just give NBA teams a steady diet of the whole thing. Astro Collectible says, I saw an interview earlier on Twitter, and Ime said he's going to run more small ball lineups. You see what I'm saying about Ime Udoka? What I've been telling y'all for how long now? Ime Udoka only changes when he's forced to by injuries. When he's backed into a corner and he has no choice, then he'll try something different. Otherwise, he's just going to keep doing the same one thing the whole time because he's scared to find something else that might work. And Astro Collectibles, you might be new here, but yeah, I've been saying for a long time that that's something that we needed to do to contrast that big ball lineup. If we going big, double big is cool, but you can't give no team a steady diet of big ball, and that's what the problem was with us. Like, we got too predictable and easy to game plan against. We didn't go small enough. Excuse me, especially when teams start raining threes like hell. You know what I'm saying? Teams will be raining threes on us because of that double big and going zone because dudes ain't hustling out there to the zone to shooters, to contest shooters. And if they did get a shot up, and let's say they got a shot up and they miss, right? You in a zone defense, you're already being boxed out by default, by the nature of a zone defense. Especially if it's a 3-2. No, sorry, it was a 2-3. It was a 2-3 zone. You're already being boxed out by nature of the zone. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why run so much of that stuff? Like, you're doing it too much and you defeating the purpose of the competitive advantage that you once had. Now teams know what you're gonna do every time out, no matter what, and they know that you're not gonna adjust to anything that they do. So you become easy to game plan for. What's good with it, Clip? Ain't seen you in a little bit, man. Hope you're doing good, bro. Beanie, drunk unk in the house. I know Beanie happy about this, bro. Beanie, I really hate you, bro. I just want you to know that, bro. I'm gonna give you a little shout out now, drunk unk. I'm gonna give you a little shout out, but I really hate you because I know you happy about Adams being gone. Whatever, we're not gonna get into that. There's your shout out, fool. But anyway, shout out to Beanie, even though I hate him. But yeah, back to what I was saying. There's an opportunity now for the Rockets to play a little differently, diversify how they play on offense and defense, diversify the rotations, less gimmick ball, because them gimmicks is only here for a little bit, man. It's just like a trick play in football. You can't live and die off of a reverse, a flea flicker, none of that. Wildcat, these is gimmick plays, man. You can't build your whole offense in football off the wildcat. We've seen teams try to do that before, and it ended up bad for them. What up, Clip? Clip say, yes, sir. Just been working and taking care of the kids. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about right there. Find me a good woman. Now I might have to. Wow, you finna move to Cali. Hey, bro, I'm going to pray for you extra hard because That's the devil's playground, bro. Don't nothing good happen in Cali and stay there. Everything wrong with the world starts in California and migrates east. But I'm gonna pray for you, bro. I'm happy for you, though, man. Being a family man and all, man. Shout out to you, bro. My man Rob Cortez said, jumping in late, we should go after Misi and NO. There was a rumor about us being interested in Misi some time ago. That is a guy. That is definitely a guy who I would definitely want to take a look at, because I mean, playing time with him down there in New Orleans, I don't know what it's going to look like with Derek Queen and Zion playing as well as they are. So maybe that's a guy that they don't want, and that's a guy that we could probably capitalize on. He could play. He can really play defense. He's a good lob threat, and he's a damn good shot blocker. Like he's remember what Clint Capella used to be when he was younger? Very similar in Misi, except Misi, he flashes a little bit better of an offensive game. He's got a little bit of a jumper. Like he can shoot a little bit. He's not completely useless if it ain't a lob threat like Clint used to be. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll see, man. I don't want to get into a bunch of trade candidates and stuff. I'll probably do a show about that later on in the season. Probably like a week before the trade deadline or so. I'll probably do a show on that. But like I was saying, man, the Rockets have opportunities right now to shake things up. I don't know if the team is going to look the same after the trade deadline. But enough about the bad news of Steven Adams being out. Prayers up to him. Hopefully get well. I wonder how it's going to look like, but we'll see. Tonight, we got the San Antonio Spurs again. And they probably going to be coming into Toyota Center looking for some revenge. And I don't think the Rockets is ready to get them no kind of satisfaction of getting a win on our home court this season. And from the way that we played them last time, even though it took us a little bit to wake up in that second half, even though they played us well last time for most of the game, I think the Rockets kind of figured out their mojo. I think they figured out how they want to play a little bit more. They're starting to come out of that funk that they were in for like 6 weeks. And I think the Spurs are starting to not taper off, but they're starting to stagnate a little bit, and we could take advantage of that. By the way, I heard they're trying to trade Jeremy Sohan, and I figured that because last time we played them, he actually ain't been in their rotation in a long time. I, for the life of me, can't figure out why, but sucks to be them. Screw that guy, that fake Dennis Rodman wannabe. I hope he end up with Sacramento. Oh, hold on. I missed some comments. Cliff say Adams out for the rest of the season broke my heart. Yeah, for sure, bro. It broke all our hearts, man. It's not cool. So yeah, losing Adams does hurt. It's painful, man. Not cool with this game starting at 8:30 when it's in Houston, right? But I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping too much. I ain't tripping. As long as we win, I'll stay up. I ain't tripping about staying up. Astro says extremely hyped for this game against the Spurs. Hell yeah. Anytime we get to play an in-state rival, I get hyped, man. Because I got people in both cities, and I know who I'm going to call and troll once we win. Not if, once we win. Because we's going to win. Matchups tonight. Let me see who out. I should have had that up already, but I'm a fool. Let me pull that up right quick. But we already know the Wemby matchup, him and Şengün. Şengün seems to bring out his best against good old Wemby. And I like it because Wemby ain't got no sand in his pants, and Alperen Şengün takes advantage of that every time. Good to see. Yeah, Jeremy Sohan is out with a quadricep injury. Okay, buddy. We're going to call it that. And obviously, Steven Adams and Fred out for us. So for the guys who are available to play, we're healthy. So it looks like Tari and DFS are going to be playing today. I guess one of them not going to play tomorrow. Probably. I don't know if they're still going to be on a minutes restriction tomorrow. But tonight they're going to play. They're going to go for it. I'm assuming that Tari Eason is going to start tonight. And if he does start tonight, expect him to start the game off on Wemby. Expect him to start the game off on Wemby. And you're going to see some cross-matching. It's really difficult because there's going to be a lot of switching, and you don't really know who's going to be on who the most. And our offense is at its best with Şengün on the floor. So when he's on the floor, at some point, especially in the fourth, if it's a close game, you can definitely expect. You can for sure expect Alperen Şengün likely to be the one on Wemby. I don't know how they're gonna do the matchup this time around. But I know one thing that was working for us last season was when Udoka would put Şengün on the person who's the worst shooter on the other team, and then Bari would guard the center. So that way, when they run in a pick and roll, we're not getting whooped over the head with lob passes and all of that. So hopefully that's not the case again tonight. And I know last game we got real physical with Wemby, and he couldn't handle that, and he wore down. I think he took like 21 shots and only made 5. So hopefully, however we guard him, he does the same thing again. Yeah, last time, he was 5 for 21 last game. He was 0 for 7 from 3. How you 7'9" and you taking 7 threes? Like, all right, bro. You keep doing that. I hope you do that again tonight. But yeah, expect Okogie is probably gonna end up being an X factor this game. He played well last game. I'm expecting him to be a little bit of an X factor coming off the bench, maybe hit a couple of threes, make some big plays defensively, guarding guys like Castle and Fox and Dylan Harper. DFS is probably going to see a lot of time on Wemby as well. Bari going to see some time on Wemby. Hopefully Bari stop trolling with his jump shot. I hope his jump shot get back right, because his jump shot been tripping. Like I've been telling people, the Bari jump shot thing, I think, is more about him still adjusting to his strength, because y'all see he clearly got bigger in the summer. He definitely stronger. He's not getting manhandled like he used to be. He's been in the weight room. He was probably in the weight room a little bit too hard, and it's affecting his jump shot consistency. So at some point this season, I'm expecting it to turn around, probably like around the All-Star break. But hopefully he starts tonight, because I hate the Spurs. Hold on, did I miss something? Oh yeah, I missed the clip. He said we got to get this dub. We need an SA and Dan to start racking up L's. Yeah, we need them to start losing too, but we got to start winning. We really can't worry about too much what another team is doing, because they're gonna do what they do. But we need to take care of our business, because we ain't been doing so much of that over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks now. But I think we'll be in good shape. KD gonna see some time on Wemby a little bit. KD, when he wants to, man, he can guard. Not when he wants to. I mean, he guards. Like, you don't really see KD really getting beat like that on defense and getting scored on too much. KD is really a good defender, man. He knows how to use his length well. He knows how to use angles well. You don't really see him getting beat to the rim. He's a very solid defender, man. Very, very solid defender. And his rotations are usually solid. You don't see teams in any way trying to hunt him out, because it's not going to end well most of the time anyway. So I'm expecting him to also see some time on Wemby. I'm thinking Rockets' game plan is shut Wemby down again. Hopefully Julian Champagnie don't go off like he did last time, even though he tailed off towards the end of the game. If that don't happen, if Champagnie don't go off, we should be straight. The Rockets should be straight. Man, it was so annoying seeing him open. I don't know how many times he was open or not. The shots was going down. Like, yo, are you okay, bro? I hope they drug tested him after the game, because I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. I'm exaggerating, but still, you get the point. I think the Rockets had a bench advantage too. They more than had a bench advantage. We for sure got the bench advantage. Although Keldon Johnson, Luke Cornett, and Dylan Harper coming off of their bench is really good. That is good. However, Reed Sheppard, DFS, Clint Capella, Josh Okogie might be slightly better than them. Only because I say that because of Reed Sheppard's upside and how well he can carry you for a quarter. If you get hot, it's lights out. It is lights the hell out, man. I'm expecting a big game from him again tonight, because if they're gonna play a bunch of drop, hey, that's the green light for Reed Sheppard. If they're playing a bunch of that drop, green light for Reed Sheppard, man. I'm gonna need him to learn a step back three at some point, and I'm gonna need him to learn how to attack a big off the dribble, because I've seen him, try to dance on a big man, and it ain't really too much working too well, and he ends up passing it out, and we wasted a mismatch. So I'm gonna need him to work on that during the summer. But for now, just like these boys are from 3, and I'll take it. Clips say those few strings of Barry games was killing it. Yeah. Man. At least we seen what he capable of. We have. Now he got to start making it the norm. Yeah. He been consistent though. This is like his first season, not first season. Like during the Udoka era, this is like his first time where he had like a bad stretch, a long bad stretch. Matter of fact, this might have been his worst stretch that he's coming out of now. It might have been his worst stretch of his career. He's never been that bad before for that long. And really, it was just the shooting. It wasn't even this whole game. It was just the shooting because he's still playing hard. He's still going out there playing his heart out. It ain't like he out there being lazy. It ain't like he was out there like you screaming at the TV like, damn, Barry, what you doing, man? You supposed to be doing that? Nah, like it wasn't none of that. He was just missing shots. That's all that was, and that happens. But that one was just bad because the whole team was bad, but he was the worst. So he really stood out. Clip say, hopefully we can pick up Champagne and guard him in the first half. My goodness. I think they learned their lesson from last game, bro. Here come Beanie. Damn, you hate me and Green. Yeah, I hate both of y'all, bro. And when he say Green, he talking about Draymond. Yeah, Beanie, I hate you, bro. I mess with you, but I hate you, bro. Because you be hating on Sengun too hard. Like, bro, why? And low key, I'm finna expose you. He don't really hate Sengun as much as he show y'all. He don't really hate him that much. He really just hate his stance. Let's just say that. Beanie just hate his stance. That's what that is. If we gonna keep it a bean. Clip say right, Barry, my guy, he'll bounce back for sure. He'll bounce back, man. Y'all know I'm not the biggest on trading guys and benching guys because they had a bad stretch. I think that's bad philosophy, man. You can't build nothing great like that. You just can't. Somebody have a bad stretch. You got to go sit down. You can't start no more for the rest of your life. How you judge somebody on their worst moments? Like, just like you don't judge them on their best moments. You judge them at their median. You judge them at their average. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about like when you're doing, if you really want to look at the best players in the NBA, take out their 10 best games and their 10 worst games and use their 60 games in between and tell me, run the numbers and tell me who's who. That'll show you who's really who. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who be just box score watching or emotional about every play, somebody have a bad play. Oh, you got to go bench him. Oh, trade this guy. All right, trade you. Some of y'all parents should have traded anyway. I ain't finna go there. This ain't the podcast for that. I was finna be extra disrespectful. This ain't the podcast for that. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all in the comment section to tell me who y'all got tonight, man. What's y'all final score? Who you think gonna be the player of the game? Who you think gonna be the best? Who gonna be the defensive player of the game? I'm gonna say this game is probably gonna be I'm gonna give this dude some credit. I'm gonna say DFS might end around being the best defensive player in this game. I think his defense on Wemby, while he's in, he ended up being in the closing lineup. I think his defense on Wemby is going to be very critical. And on the other end, he may end up playing a very big role as an X factor if he's able to knock down his threes this game. So I'm looking at DFS to be a big time X factor this game. Player of the game, I want to say Amen Thompson because I've been liking how he's been distributing. But Amen Thompson doesn't really go to the rack a whole hell of a lot when there's a big shot blocker in there. So I don't know. And KD he didn't struggle last game, but the Spurs took him out of the game. He only took 12 shots. Alperen Sengun probably going to end up being the guy once again. I think he's going to take it to Wemby right in his chest. He's probably going to dunk on Wemby too. Alperen Sengun going to put it on Wemby again, man. Mess around and have a triple-double. If dudes is making shots, expect Alperen Sengun to have a triple-double. Y'all heard it right here. As long as dudes is making shots, Alperen Sengun should have a triple-double. He had 9 assists last game against the Spurs. I want to see something like 13 assists. I don't know if that's asking too much, but at some point, the Rockets got to start hitting shots. Why not tonight? Ain't no better time than tonight. Ain't no time like right now. Ain't no time like the present. So, Bari, you get them open shots. You got to knock them down, man. Dudes on Rockets Twitter trying to get you traded. They're trying to get rid of you, bro. They said trade you for Kobe White. That's what they said. I seen it. Yep. Mm-hmm. They said trade you for Kobe White. You're going to have to shut that down, man. Tari Eason, this folks trying to trade you too. They say you injury prone. I'm going to need you to come on with it. You've been really good shooting that 3-point shot from the corners. I'm hoping they continue tonight. And low-key, I hope you strip Wemby at the 3-point line and take it and dunk one on his head too. I need like 3 Rockets to dunk on Wemby. I need Şengün to dunk on Wemby. I need Tari to dunk on Wemby. And I need Amen Thompson to dunk on Wemby. All right? I'm going to need them 3. If them 3 guys dunk on Wemby, I'm going to send somebody $100. No cap. Clip this and send it to your favorite friend. Oh, damn, my microphone fell. Clip that and send it to your friends. If Amen Thompson and Tari and Alperen Şengün all dunk on Wemby tonight, I'm sending somebody $100. A complete random. You hear me? All right, cool. All right, hold on. We got a prediction. Clip say 111, 109 us. Alpy player of the game, a similar 30-piece with 12 rebounds. I think I can dig that. Bro. But I need him to dunk on Wemby. It's very important to my mental health that he dunks on Wemby. All right? Oh. Hey, bro, if your prediction come true, I got you. Matter of fact, if your prediction come through, I got you, bro. I'm going to say this just for you, Clip, just for you. If Alperen Şengün give me 30 with 12 rebounds and he dunk on Wemby, he got to dunk on Wemby now. Them 3 happens, I got you, bro. I'm gonna send you a bill. Bet. Y'all heard it. It's on camera, man. I can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just shoot me a message with your Cash App if them 3 things happen, and I got you. Ain't no big deal, man. This is Rockets propaganda over here, man. I'm a man of the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about these Rockets, especially when we playing the Texas rival. Y'all, when the last time y'all been to San Antonio? Y'all been to San Antonio lately? Remember when Charles Barkley said the people out there big? Yeah, they bigger now, bro. I'm going to just say that. That's all I'm going to say. They bigger now. Yeah. Bet you to go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. I know I ain't been doing a lot of these this season. Your boy been busy, but all good. One of the things I've been busy with is my little nieces, man. One of them playing basketball right now. So she had a nice little season. She finna go to high school. She's trying to we're trying to get her in college. We're trying to get her in college playing basketball. So yeah, that's what your boy been busy with, man. What else? Game finna start here in a little bit. All right, so player of the game, Alperen Şengün, X Factor DFS, and he's probably gonna be my defensive player of the game. Let me see. Final score. Man. Final score, man. I'm feeling good. So we're going to go 116, 104 Rockets. 116, 104 Rockets. Matchup of the night, I think, is obvious. Matchup of the night is obviously going to be Wemby and Alperen Şengün. But a secondary matchup, I'm throwing this one out there too. A secondary matchup of the night, Amen Thompson and De'Aaron Fox. That's my secondary matchup of the night. Yeah. Boo. We don't like San Antonio over here, bro. We don't do that. Remember, my daughter played varsity for K. Oh yeah, maybe they. Now my niece, she's just finna go to high school. She's going to high school next year. She's still in 8th grade. But they probably gonna play next year if my niece can play well enough to be on varsity next year. We're gonna see as a freshman. We'll see. Maybe. If so, maybe you see me at the game, holler, because I be going to every game I can, bro. But yeah, man, secondary matchup of the night, Amen Thompson and De'Aaron Fox. Amen Thompson, I'm liking what he's doing from a distribution standpoint lately. He's starting to be a floor general. It's one thing to be a point guard. It's another thing to be a floor general. Every point guard is not a floor general. Amen Thompson's floor game has been, I ain't gonna quite call it elite yet, because elite takes a bigger body of work, But he's improved. He's definitely improved. From game 1 to now, that first month of the season when half the fan base was trying to trade him, I ain't heard that lately. You know how this Johnny come lately fan base be doing. Whatever you do lately depends whether or not they want to trade you. So Amen Thompson's he dead in all of that noise. And he ain't trying to hear all that no more. And now he's trying to talk about he trying to take over the point guard spot for when Fred come back. He trying to make sure Fred stay on the bench. You know, Ime Udoka not finna bench Fred VanVleet. It's not gonna happen. We could have prime Gary Payton on the team right now. He gonna start Fred. I'm just telling you. So next season, when fans are complaining about Reed Sheppard not starting because of Fred VanVleet, it's gonna happen. That's okay. As long as we winning, I'm not gonna really complain too much. But if we losing, I'm gonna complain a lot. But I'm gonna be loud when we winning too, though. Yeah, Amen has been playing well. Yes, he has been playing very well. Clips say Amen versus Fox is definitely a slept-on matchup. Yeah. Because low-key, Amen be locking up De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, Amen be locking up De'Aaron Fox. I hope he may plays Reed more moving forward. He not. Unless he's shooting well, he not. Reed is only going to play more minutes when he's scoring. When he's not going to have the opportunity to learn how to play himself through a funk. Udoka's not giving him that opportunity. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyway, game from the start, Fred Greenlight VanVleet. I am telling you. Game from the start, I ain't doing no halftime show. I probably ain't going to do no post game either because it's going to be late and I'm trying to sleep. I got to work in the morning. But anyway, holla at your boy, man. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AK Infinity_VVS. Also on YouTube at the Rockets Propaganda Channel, H-Town Rundown, and Rockets Round Robin. Don't be ahead of your whole life. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, the whole 9. Give it all to us. We out. Go Rockets. All fire. Let's blaze.
Put it in